Hello again, how are you? So, an hour and a half's bus ride down the mountain to the warmer, broad, big valley and the city of Tetouan. Tetouan apparently was the headquarters of the Spanish protectorate from 1912 up till 1956. Other than before that, 2,000 years of Romans, Phoenicians, and lots of names that I can't even pronounce. But yeah, there's a lot of history here. There's a Medina, there's probably a Casbah, there's probably Riad, there's probably even couscous. But we're going to have a look around anyway. I'm going to make my way up and into the Medina, find my hotel, and then we're going to give it some. So there's a definite Spanish vibe, definite feel. That beautiful blend of the relaxation of Europe and the cultural differences of Africa, North Africa, and Arabic culture. I think the difference is a little bit more overt energy. A little bit of, yeah, a little bit more openness. I've only been here 15 minutes. Can you believe that I spotted it all that quickly? Beautiful architecture. Lovely balconies on all the properties, and then ahead we've got the walls of the old town. And yes, another Moroccan Medina. The fortifications of conquests and battles, now only in distant memory, but still very significant. But yeah, this town has seen a lot of people come and go over the years, because as one of 2 ports in northern Africa, northern Morocco more exactly, very important place. And obviously it's always good to, you know, steal a port with infrastructure and rather than build your own one. So yeah, very contested, but feels like a good city to roam around. I'm up for it. So through yet another bab, another gate into the Medina. This one's all white with green. Looking really good. Lots of lovely produce. Be down here in a minute buying up some of that for my ongoing sandwich exploration of North Africa. Baby chickens, 10 dirhams. Lovely cake shop. Hello. Yeah, and this next right is us. That one didn't do so well. That one ain't gonna move again. Cats! Hello! So this is a nice looking Medina. I'm not far from the...
Hola! Hola!
Hello, how are you?
Wow.
No Spanish, no Spanish.
Oh,
No Espanol. You want to see my glasses up? How are you?
Español.
You want to say hello Morocco?
Hola, Morocco.
Hello Morocco! Hello Morocco!
Hola, Morocco.
That's good. So another Riad. Peekaboo door. Beautifully decorated as always. Feels very still. The air in these places is always really still. It's almost like you have to try and find that peace of stillness within you. But yeah, looks alright. So yeah, this place is very white compared to the last place. But that's the beauty of it, isn't it? What last place? You've got to do every journey like it's the first one. You don't want to be comparing. Anyway, this is the city of Tetouan. I mean, literally the Medina starts just there. So gorgeous mountains in the background. Apparently they mine a lot of aggregates around here for cement working and all sorts of stuff, but yeah, so there's a lot of mines in the hills around here, a lot of quarries, but can't see any from here. That is a beautiful viewpoint and a great looking Medina, a nice place. 5 nights in Tetouan. Let us begin. And then of course you have your relaxation terrace, just in case you need to stretch, complete with miniature fountain. Lovely, nice style. You see the wind is blowing out here, you get a feeling of a chance of coolness, do you know what I mean? Even if it only just comes in little bursts. But when you're in one of the Riads, the air is still, so you know that there's no chance of a breeze coming unless you actually cool yourself. It's kind of weird, but it's like, oh, I don't have access to the greater body of air swirling around. But you know, that's Riad life for you, isn't it? But anyway, so what I'm going to do, I've seen that there's a big shop which I tend to enjoy the products of, and it's about an hour's walk away. So I think if I go to Carrefour, then basically I'm going to get to see a fair bit along the way, which is how we roll, isn't it? Absorb some of those post-colonial Spanish vibes. So not Hotel Paris here, we have Hotel Bilbao, and these beautiful open courtyards and squares which are so popular in the continent. Nice cannon, bit of a wall, fantastic views down over the mountains. I'm liking it, great feeling. So this place is like halfway between Tangier and Chefchaouen, about an hour each place, an hour each way rather. No, I don't want to go, mate, I'll be right. So yeah, I mean it's really close to Tangier, but wow, what a difference. Place feels awesome. Hello, mate.
Hello. Enjoy your stay.
Will do, thank you. So yeah, it's really really pleasant. So over there we have the Royal Palace of Tetouan, looking rather beautiful with its 4 little minarets around the outside. A beautiful big square with the lovely emblems on. It looks good at night. The Royal Palace. Loads of beautiful jewellery shops, bangles and bracelets and pendants and earrings. Lovely covered kind of souk area. So we went for a bab, we're out of the Medina and just back into the laneways. Fascinating place. It's the kind of the same stuff, passageways and markets and stuff, but it all feels different, even if just because it's painted a different colour, white and blue. It gives it a whole different context. I don't know why, but you think, yeah, different colour combo, I'm in a different place. It's like Morocco wearing lots of different Medina shirts. But the path Google Maps has taken me is all the way through these kind of laneways, which is pretty cool. Beats walking along the main road. Ruta Cervantes de Tetouan, a symbol of the historic union between the countries. Because he's probably done something and he's famous. Anyway, it spits you out at Bab Okla, that lovely path in there, and it is a fantastic place. So let's go on to the proper road. Here's a nice big open space. Hello. Lovely big mosque. Looks like the biggest one I've seen in the city so far. Let's quickly cross the road here. And all the Moroccans going into battle against the Christian invaders. Yeah, so all in all, Tetouan seems like a big, airy, open, kind of cosmopolitan city. Very clean, good blend of shops and houses and apartments. You know, lots of little neighbourhood stuff going on. And it's got that kind of relaxed, sunny feel. But how bad can it be? You know, that kind of feel. So up here we have a royal castle, the Castle Ostia, with palace and grounds. And no doubt it will be off limits to tourists, so I'm not going to even bother with it. So as you come into Tetouan, we're at like the base of the valley now. We must have come down hundreds of meters. Like almost the entire journey is like downhill from Chefchaouen. But you get these fantastic backdrops. And this city itself, when you come in by the bus, there's all new suburbs on the fringes being built. And it's got that traditional kind of, you know, red and white paint jobs that we've seen in other places kind of thing. The iron oxide sort of influence, but oh, I just love being, even though I'm not up in the mountains now, I still like to be around the mountains, you know what I mean? It's all inspiring. Makes me think of the Tour de France, the cycling. Still love watching that every summer, every July, June, July or whatever it is, for the mountains, you know, when they do the ascents and the descents in the mountains. It's fantastic. So this is the Carrefour complex, literally. It's about an hour's walk from the Medina, but it's a pretty interesting walk, you know, through all the neighbourhoods, the markets at first, neighbourhoods, and then out into the country view part. So yeah, obviously they needed the land. It's huge. Yeah, it's a Label V gallery job, so they will have all sorts in it. It looks brand new, really does. Next to a beautiful mosque. Well, the mosque is next to it, in a bed shop. We've got the Tetouan stadium over there, football stadium, sporting stadium, with a backdrop of the mountains. What a spectacular place to go and watch a game. Football's massive in Morocco, so if they've got like a championship team, that'll be an awesome venue to come and watch a match. Downtown Tetouan. Yeah, so this is the big Bab entrance from this side. It was a decent walk. I enjoyed that. Haven't seen any different produce here, you know, anything too different. It's all been typical Moroccan stuff. It's just a different feel, different kind of vibe. More Mediterranean. I'll make sure I'm going the right way. Anyway, back in the markets now. Air raid sirens going off. It's pretty chilly. Chilly as in chilling out. I stopped at a bakery's. Got about 4 different types of bread, all with different grains, made with different flours. So yeah, stuff I haven't seen before. It's a bit of a maze trying to find out. Fun. Good, mate. Good. Nice fish, man. Trying to find my way back to the room because it keeps saying go left, go right, and there's no doors, so I don't know what to do. I think I'll just have to try a few exits, and when I get one reliable one, stick to that. Landmarks. I scored a fan. Absolute game changer result. Yay! Go to Riad. Well, without a doubt, this is the most comfortable Riad I've stayed in, and I've whinged on about, so I just thought I've got to like give it back to the Riad status. This one was 133 euros for 5 nights, so a little bit more than I've paid for other Riads, so it is really comfortable there. Nice bed set up, loads of room, this, you know, long lounge and nice bathroom out there, 2 terraces. I don't think it's gonna be beat. I think this is it. This is the premier Riad experience in my mind, from what I've experienced. Fantastic. The soul of Tetouan. Good morning, good morning. So we are up, walking through the old market of this great town they call Tetouan. Finished off the hash last night, so feeling a little bit groggy, but I looked on a map. It's going to be the coolest day of my stay in Tetouan, so I'm going to go up for a walk to the local lookout. It's a bit of a way away, but I think it'll be a nice view and a good way to start the day, so that's what we're doing. Yeah, so apparently Tetouan is known as the White Dove, the city of white doves. Someone said that to me yesterday, so I thought, yeah, that sounds fair enough. I actually saw someone selling cigarettes and they had a little white chalk emblem of a dove on their stand. So, and this is Bab Nuada. So this is the far side of the souk, which will get us on a road upwards. So we are ascending the White Dove. Just walking up through the back streets. Everyone's making their way to town, probably on their way to work or the early markets. Got some orange juice, bottle of water, and we're good to go. So they're saying they're doing a rehabilitation project on the Kasbah of Tetouan. My God, that is going to be a stunning building. Looks like they're doing a fantastic job. Nearly made it through the gates. There's a guard sitting in there. But man, that looks fantastic. Another new exciting project for Tetouan, for us travellers to come and enjoy. Wonderful. So there's the El Kasbah roundabout. So it stretches all the way around the Kasbah fortifications. That's the block of buildings I could see above the White Medina when I was looking up from the rooftop last night. Beautiful. And there's the ocean in the distance here. The Mediterranean, rather. Is it Mediterranean. So there's a beach a little bit further down we're going to go and check out another day. Anyway, today's journey. So we're just about at the top of town. Now that is a steep old walk. With a bit of luck now it'll be a bit of a zigzag up the hillside to the lookout. So we are off of the main road now and heading up the forest path. God, that was a struggle getting up that first bit. Getting that energetic mindset back. Beautiful. It's quite a big river. Not far from the ocean. So good stuff. Anyway, onward. A little bit cloudy, but the viewpoint where I'm heading to on Google Maps is like this kids playground just up the end here. The views are not going to be so good from there, but we'll give it a go anyway because it's a viewpoint, isn't it? But wow, man, this is fantastic. Quick ascent, but yeah, very, very nice. It's deliciously cold up here, you know. Got a sweat built up on the way up here, so it's like really chilling me through. It feels so good. Perfect day to come up here. Good old Tetouan. what I was talking about yesterday, about they do aggregate mining in the mountains around Tetouan. They make concrete and many other projects. There's a big mine over the background here, and I don't know what that is, some sort of aggregate plant or whatever, and huge amount of wind turbines as well. So that is awesome. Natural energy. Good to see them operational as well. Sometimes, you know, you see these wind turbines and they're not moving, and I'm like, why ain't they got them switched on? It's bloody windy. Wow, that is a huge mine site. Goes on and on. Took the top of the mountain off. Having a dust bath. Put on your donkeys. Oh well, last viewpoint. That was a fantastic walk. Well worth it. Great national park, great landscapes. Bit of fly tipping along the side of the road, but you get that everywhere, don't you? No one wants to pay dump fees. Look, just drive up that road and then stick it off the back of the lorry, you know what I mean? I think it's time to get some breakfast. It's nice little town. God, if you, like, I mean, I've had arthritis and had my hips replaced. Can you imagine having arthritis in this town? It would just be amazing, wouldn't it? I mean, how do people who live in the hills, maybe they don't get sick, or they don't have any difficulties walking because they just have to use their legs so much. Can't be lazy if you live in a town like this, can you? In a hilly town. It's either that or you've got to get a donkey. Strap yourself into a donkey and get yourself carted up the hill and down the hill. Oh man, I feel blessed. A few years ago I wouldn't have been able to do anything. I would have been sitting there watching videos of people walking, thinking, oh, why can't I do that? And now here I am doing it. That is the gratitude that I feel every day. Wow, some beautiful bread. Yeah, I just got some bread, and I'm going to go back have some olives and some fresh veg. This is a lovely little market, very low key. It's got a lot of second-hand goods as well, or a few collectors would enjoy looking through that. Yeah, it's just really kind of chill. Nice pace. I just realised what the difference is. There's almost no fridge magnets. I haven't seen any fridge magnets, any fancy slippers, any tunics or whatever. It's just all kind of local stuff. No tourist stuff as such, although everything I see here is good for me, so. But you know what I mean, no memory based stuff. No souvenirs. So I had a bit of a rest after this morning's excursions. Apparently there's a few museums in town, an ethnographic museum, an archaeological museum, and then an arts-based museum. So I'm going to go and have a look at a couple of them. This place has got a lovely vibe. So Archaeological Museum, just like literally 5 minutes into the Medina, and apparently it's got some fantastic mosaics which have all been gathered from round and about, but wow, tiny little pieces. And then there's loads of objects in the gardens, and it looks like they're doing a bit of renovation. So let's have a wander. Roman mosaics for 10 dirhams. How gorgeous is that, eh? All manner of pots and vessels and grinding stones, and in such a brilliant setting. So Tetouan starts revealing its story of past conquests and the value of the port. Its vases, its mosaics, its columns, so many stories. So some of this stuff is going back to prehistory, to early times. Oh, it's very interesting to see how everything's developed. Early stone arrow tips, little saw, 5,000 years old. Wow. Now this is all a bit more recognisable, isn't it? Roman times. And we're moving away from just utensils for everyday survival towards beautification, jewellery, things to make you feel good, luxury, opulence, wealth, decoration. The Three Graces and Bacchus on his mule. Fantastic. I love the way they fill them in so that they can show you what it might have been like. So here we have the Ethnographic Museum. Have a great building inside the Medina. Feels very historic. Let's go and have a look. What can you learn from ethnography? Huh? Stop it now. Some outside cannon bits. It's always handy, isn't it? So Museum of Ethnography, very interesting. More human focused on what humans were doing, you know, jewellery, habits, that kind of thing. Is very nice in there. I think it was 30 dirhams, so very inexpensive, range of different exhibits, just to give you a bit more of a feel. It's a shame it's only in French and Arabic, which is a little bit annoying, but then kind of reading all that stuff sometimes boring, you know, so you can kind of get an in-between feel of it. You know, I can pick out the key words and then make some up. So yeah, it was really good, really interesting. It's a very interesting city to walk around. Everywhere you've got these views, and yeah, just like bits of architecture, bits of history. Lovely. Anyway, last place on our trifecta of museum type outings is the Tetouan Modern Art Centre. So that is where we're headed to now. It's just a few minutes away, because as with all Moroccan cities that developed from a Casbah, things are pretty central. Developed from a Medina, things are pretty central. Just put it outside the walls, she'll be right. You know, that type of thing. Absolutely unmissable is the Centre d'Art Moderno de Tétouan. A hugely impressive looking gaff. We hope it's open. We shall see. Certainly noticing the heat after coming down from Chefchaouen. My God, it's warm here, that's for sure. Anyway, I don't know whether this place is open. Maybe. the best painting. Got some really interesting pieces here. All manner of stuff. Well worth a look. And it's free. Free! I like the way they do museums in Tetouan. It's not one of these intense, compact, you know, small words like it's a page on some ancient Bible. Everything is like, you know, ridiculously intricate and stuff. Everything in these museums is really spaced out. Plenty of time, they give you the right context. They follow a path, you know, like the narration of the exhibits and stuff. So it's been really interesting. Ethnography, archaeology and contemporary art. All housed in an old railway station. Yeah, so I went to one of the Spanish enclaves in Melilla, which was up near Nador, and there's one very close to it called Ceuta, which is just a couple of taxi rides away. So it's a little bit tempting to go and see what it's like. But yeah, considering we're in the Spanish part of the country, I may have a look. Good morning, roamers. Anyway, today we are planning to go to the Spanish enclave of Ceuta. So I got up early, walking into town. There's a grand taxi station up here on the right hand side, so I think it's like 20 dirhams to the border crossing, and we'll go through, do the border check, etc, etc, and we'll be in Spain for the day. Gonna see if I can get a pair of shorts and yeah, have a look around. It's supposed to be a hot day, like 35 degrees, so if there's, I think there's good public transport there, which will be handy, so we don't have to do all the donkey legs all the way around, or it might just be a nice walk, who knows. Anyway, there's the taxis, and that is the plan. So the taxi drivers are trying to get me to pay for a taxi to go on my own to Bab Septa, and it finally turns out I'm in the wrong place. I'm arguing with them, saying no, I'll wait for the taxi to fill up, and then I have one of those doofus moments when I realise, yeah, go to the right taxi stand here, which is up here next to the CTM bus station. So I'm fully awake now. Patient people of Morocco. Oh my God. Listen to me, my friend. Look at me. I'm like, what? But God, it does make a difference in communication, doesn't it? Humbled in the Moroccan morning. It's in black and white, or blue and white. So this is the place, opposite the stairs that take you up to the Medina. Bab Septa Grand Taxi Station. So just like that, took about, I don't know, 20 minutes in the car, and then 15 minutes to get across the border. So this is Spain, the enclave of Ceuta, and for 85 euro cents I'm on the number 7 bus heading to the centre of town. Just missed the good footage, the castles. Well, it's still before 9, so shops ain't open yet, so I'm just walking along the edge of the ocean. Some beautiful hotels, beautifully planted, lots of different plants to what I've seen in Morocco, more European sort of species. But it's looking very lovely. Got the Casino de Ceuta there. That tickles your flange. So if you've got a few days to explore Ceuta, then obviously, you know, you're going to see a bit more. There's a big knob of land on the end of it, pointing up into the Mediterranean. And there's, as far as I can tell, there's like a castle there, and there's all sorts of lookouts and all that type of thing. But this is, for me, just a kind of a day trip. When I was going to be hot in Tetouan all day, so I might as well come here and have a walk around, have a few cold refreshing beers, pick up some different food from the supermarkets, and just generally relax. So I'm not going to go mad running around like a crazy person, which is unusual for me. It's just a bit more travelling. A lovely day out in the Spanish enclave. So we're actually on the port side of Ceuta, so it's not so interesting. So I'm going to go up and then walk across, and then come back down the beach side for the views across to Morocco. But yeah, it's just good to see the way it's all set up. Different shops, different cars, different number plates. What side? Fishing boats down here. Let's head up and across. So that looks like it's still used as farmland. It's like an old Casbah on the top, an old fortification. Loads of fishing buildings. Anyway, the beaches are just up here on the left. All the way to Morocco in the distance, and the beach near Tetouan called Martil. Man, that water's looking so good. Beautiful breeze. It's all about the ocean, isn't it? It's all about the ocean. Wow. This trip, Portuguese, Spanish, the days of big ships, the mastery of the oceans. So important. Some big fishing operations going on down there. Oh, this feels really nice. Somewhere different for a day. Can't quite pinpoint it. Maybe it's just the cooling breeze. Loads of wind turbines on the mountains back there. Beautiful. Beautiful old architecture, shuttered windows. Yeah, these places are a real blend. I was trying to think of how I'm feeling. I'm trying to explain to myself how I'm feeling. It's almost like a feeling of being homesick. It's very strange, very strange feeling. But anyway, across there where the white wall is, if you can see that in the distance, that's the point where you come into Ceuta. Just a long walk, you know, normal border thing. But as soon as I got through the border, there was a bus there, number 7, which I know comes straight into town. So a little bit of research really paid off. So I can just spend my energy sort of, you know, looking around here rather than getting here. And there's the man himself, Ruiz. 1808. Lovely building in the background. This is just called put it together history, you know, as you do. I tell you what, this place is quite densely populated. Like every little bit of land is kind of got some type of dwelling or building on it. Fascinating place, a real mixture. So there's like a shopping precinct that goes all the way through town. Got Plaza de la España over there. We've got a famous landmark, the House of the Dragons, La Casa Dragones. Not sure what the go is there. Nice looking building though. Ceuta landmark. So we're back where I got off the bus. Place de Constitution, the main square, and that's a great sculpture. I like the look of that. That's huge. Hercules, the columns of Hercules. Ceuta, Gibraltar. That is beautiful. And we're headed down this way, which is looks a bit industrial, but there's some shops I want to go down and have a look at. And this is a ferry port over here. I can just see a ferry coming in, either a Balearia or whatever, over in the distance. So it's a very compact little town. Awesome. There's history everywhere. We're walking on. Lots of famous statues. One of Homer back there, famous Greek philosopher and author. Plato could have come here for, you know, a week's holiday, couldn't he? Could be walking where Plato walked. Who's that dude over there? Gonzalez Tablas. Wow. Oh, we've got the churches, got a beautiful square and gardens. Got the Commandancia General de Ceuta, Cartel General. Beautiful. Cannons. Lovely old fort structure. So many fish down there. Wow. Big old gate. It's like the new and the old all integrated in together. It's like statue, apartment building, park, supermarket, statue, column, fort. So we're just walking into the port zone now. And the port zone is where all the outlets are, and the cheaper shops and the newer shops. So if you want to do a bit of shopping, port zone it is. Big Spanish flag. It's definitely Spain, don't get confused. So these are the wine prices in Lidl. I mean, obviously, I don't know what the quality's like, but you can buy a great big Vino Tinto, 5 litres for €5. Very reasonable. Bottle of brandy for €9. So yeah, it's an amazing difference. What's controlled and what's not controlled in the world, and where you do it. So if you ever come this way and you're looking for the ferry, that's the sign. Algeciras that way. Do a U-turn, and you can go back to Morocco. What have we got here? Rabajas, Decathlon, big sports shop. I've got such a sense of fulfillment. Just bought myself 2 pairs of shorts, €11 each. exactly what I wanted. Quick drying, pockets, perfect for hot climates. Awesome. I've been looking for 3 months for shorts, so finally. Good old decathlon. And there's someone said on one of the things I was reading, it's like 25, 30, 40% cheaper than Morocco, which seems crazy to me. But anyway, done, mission accomplished. And to celebrate this momentous occasion, I just bought a cold beer, and it is an Imperial Spanish IPA, because I mean, who doesn't love an IPA? So full of flavour. It's called Steam Brew, 7.8%, which is fairly strong. And let's oil the gears of life. That's the promo on it. So let's have a quick taste. Yep, that's IPA. Just in one of the big grocers, discount sort of food chain. Look at those hams. Amazing. Amazing hams. It always fascinates me. Dried meat preservation techniques worldwide. This place is well cheap. So just stocked up on more cheap sunscreen and deodorant, things which are very expensive in Morocco by contrast, you know. So yeah, we are cruising now. Nothing to do but go back to the border. Well, how handy though for just a few dollars to be able to come here. My god, so cheap. $4 Australian, that is like £2 to come here from Tetouan by Grand Taxi. It's incredibly cheap. Save that money easily just making a few purchases. There it is, all written on the roundabout. Ceuta, Frontiera, Frontiera Porta of España. So sticking with the Moroccan theme for lunch, we have a €2 salad, some nice chips, some bread I bought, and a mojito beer, cerveza, which is very Moroccan in a way because it's got mint in it, see? And yeah, we're sitting opposite the castle, enjoying the day trip to Spain. I think when you travel and you cross a land border, like land borders are quite unsettling in a way, because it's like stepping through a front door into a different world. It's not a plane descending from 27,000 feet. It's not an ocean going vessel or whatever. It's just kind of, yeah, you just cross a physical border which doesn't exist. And then things are different, things cost different, things taste different. People walk about different. The most striking thing here is if I see someone, like a lady wearing a burqa or a veil, then obviously they are in the minority here. And it's just a total spin around. It's a weird feeling. I think land borders are, yeah, it's very strange. Anyway, this salad was brilliant. I think it had like queso fresco in it, which is like a local fresh cheese. It's almost like a type of feta, but really, really tasty. Beer went down well, chips then went down well. Really nice, just relaxing into it. Huge fort structures, lovely gardens. Oh, that's how small this place is. I'm walking places I've already been already. Just different viewpoints. Nice place to go sailing. There's a beach scene. In the distance, mosques and minarets. The mountains of Morocco. On this side, it's beautiful castles and beaches. Mate, this is a lovely little place. I think I was a bit preemptive, or whatever they call it, when I planned my trip to Morocco. I think there's a lot of other stuff I could have done. Next few countries I'll go to in the future, I think, you know, plan your first hotel, and then I think I'm going to really pull back, because you never know what research is going to tell you, is it? You could come to a place like this for a day and then think, oh, I could stay here for a week, you know what I mean? That's right, every day I'm learning more. Every day. New ways to travel, new ways to eat, new ways to communicate. It's a wonderful thing. That beach is called Chorrillo. And the water just looks so inviting. Ooh la la. Oh, the big moat. So this is the Plaza del Africa, which is looking rather lovely, rather well watered. Literally you can see the ocean there and the ocean there. That's how thin the land mass is. It's gorgeous. Aren't I lucky? I hope you're enjoying this scenery, because I never thought I'd ever see any of this, so I know I would be interested to see it. I mean, what is like an enclave of Spain in Morocco like? This is it. I mean, as with all these places, probably of a night time it'd be buzzing, there'd be people everywhere and all that, but I am a day walker. Archaeological site dating back to Roman history. Roman ruins. So just down from where you catch the bus, which is that one there, there is the Mercado Central, the central market, in a different language. Let's go and have a look. So beers and tapas. Oh yeah, fish market. Fish market, all different types of fish. I must get a huge range of fish here. There's a lot of different water streams than there is in a lot of other places. Very awesome. Different shellfish. Hello mate. And fish that I've never seen before. Hang on, just wait.
Very good fish.
Very good fish. Awesome fish. Why is it upside down? That's better. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Now I think this is upside down, but you see those guys. Real Spanish people. Does anyone know about that? Can anyone help me? Sometimes, why does my camera start upside down? Is it because if the initial footage is upside down, then it stays on upside down? B17. All different types of stuff. So it's a buzzing little market for sure. Oh, there's another section outside the beers and tapas, and there's me drinking it on a park bench. Not like a civilised person, you know what I mean? Oh yeah. So there's a few markets around the outside here. Depending on what day you come, I reckon this place will be buzzing. Central Market, Ceuta, fruits and veggies, etc. So now I'm trying an Estrella. It's a very nice, it's a cold, it's a good medicine for the hot, hot sun. Yep, this is the Plaza del Africa again. I'm definitely going around in circles. Oh well. Probably time to head back to Morocco. What do you reckon, Romans? There you go, late Roman era basilica. Bit of it just sitting out in the street, mingled in. Perfect. Excuse me. So I decided, I mean, no rush, gonna have an hour's slow walk back to the border along the coastline here, drinking in all this Mediterranean European influence. Pretty awesome though, isn't it? Might as well be out and about, taking it all in. Now there's a good view. The castle fortifications on the hill, incline, up the slope. Beautiful. Beaches. Oh yeah. Lots of places where they dry the fish for sale. And I'm not going any closer because I can smell it from here. But so heading towards the border now. The border is just about there. You can see the fence that goes up into the hills. So it's tightly controlled. Big change with the buildings on the hill over there, all those lovely reds that we've been used to, the different colorations. Yeah, away from the Spanishness. So getting near the border now, we're going to go for a cruise Campo Pilsner, 4.8%. Getting near the border, last few beers, take it easy, you know. And because we're so close to the border, I thought we might as well have a swim. Test out that Mediterranean, mate. What is it like? It is gorgeous. Gorgeous water. Oh my god. Oh, what a day. This is what it's like roaming. You never know what's going to happen. 1 minute you're pounding the streets, you've got an objective, and then all of a sudden you're in the med. Blessings everyone, blessings, that's all I can say. Wow, that is glorious, absolutely glorious. An external beer for my body. I've had internal beers, this is external beer, absolutely beautiful. I'll pull my clothes dry quickly before I get in the taxi, but absolutely brilliant. What a great day. I'm guessing it's pretty clear. Yeah, I'll only see later, but lots of seagulls enjoying themselves, families on the beach, and we're literally only a few hundred yards from the border gate. It just seems so. Just because we're near the border, there's one more left. The Victoria Malaga, 4.8%. It's looking very wheaty and hoppy according to those pictures, so we'll just do a quick test. That's a good beer for early afternoon when you're on the beach in the Mediterranean. A fine drop, unsurpassable. So here we are back again opposite the CTM bus station. Just got out of the taxi. 20 dirhams to go 30 kilometers to a different country. Unbeatable value. Really, really great day out. Really enjoyed that. Awesome. And I've got some really good supplies for my onward going travels. So fantastic. Yay! Now I'm eating cheese, drinking bourbon, and eating that cheese. Hey? Good morning, roamers. Well, I'm a bit hungover. Went through a bottle of bourbon last night, singing and dancing, celebrating my triumphant day, buying shorts in Ceuta. Anyway, today we are out on the road and we're going to go and get a grand taxi and we're going to go to Martil, which is the nearest beach. One of the places I went to see when I came to Tetouan. So, my God, the level of resorts and that on the coast here is second to none. I can't believe what a fantastic beach destination it is. Anyway, but today we're going to Martil, so I'm going to go and get the taxi and get on with it, as they say. Mountains are looking rather beautiful. So 15 minutes later and 6 dirhams the cost, we are in downtown Martil. There are buses that come here actually if you want to get a bus, but the can't imagine the bus being much cheaper than the taxi fare. 6 dirhams, it's like an Australian dollar. So cheap. That's the beach. I'm just going to head to get some orange juice and something to eat, and then onto the beach. So on the way here in the taxi, I noticed this rather interesting looking building. It's called the Martil Borge, the Martil Fort. So yeah, got a couple of cannons up there, and then there's one down there on the floor. So this is like a little market area. It would be later in the day. You've got the river over the back there where the door is. An interesting looking fort though. That is bizarre. There's actually no door, so probably, you know, that's the best way to protect your fort, isn't it? Don't actually have a door that can be smashed in with a battering ram, so probably got up there with ladders or whatever. Super stealthy. Wow, what a backdrop. So here you have Martil Beach, and a fine looking beach it is too. Down there is Fnindik, or whatever you call it. We're past the airport on the way here. Ryanair taxiing on the runway. Wow, beautiful. Lovely area. One of the best beaches I've seen in Morocco. God, what a backdrop to have a swim. Those mountains, that is just stunningly beautiful. This is a lovely beach. Be surprised if this becomes a really busy destination. It probably is. I've never even heard of the place, but it's really beautiful hotels, lovely area. I dare say it, but it's kind of unlike Morocco in a way. It's like a bit more of Spain. I get in trouble for that now. But yeah, no, it's gorgeous, gorgeous place. And the water is really clear as well, lovely and cool. Not many fish, good clarity. Top place. So I'm guessing where I was yesterday, Ceuta is around that headland. Well, as a beach town, this place is definitely getting a thumbs up. I mean, if you come here from Europe or whatever, if you fly in and you come here as a tourist to do a couple of weeks, you know, a couple of weeks in the sun, summer holidays and all that, I don't think you'd be disappointed at all. This place has got everything. And if you want to see a bit more kind of authentic Morocco, then you know, you're like 2 hours away from Tangiers, 15 minutes away from Tetouan, an hour away from Chefchaouen. Great destination. Martil and Fenindik, or wherever you pronounce it, which is down there in the distance where all the inflatables are on the water. I don't know if you can see. Way down in the distance there's another suburb, slightly posher. Oh yeah, this place is lovely. It's funny as you're walking around, like you see lots of people jangling keys, and yeah, I mean that's like booking.com. So you come into town for a vacation and you see someone jangling some keys, and then that's it. You go and say, you know, they've probably got pictures of the apartment on their phones or whatever, tell you, you know, negotiate a deal, and that's how you do your stay. On the way here, there's like dozens of people jangling keys, touting their apartments, their vacation rentals. Pretty unusual method of doing it, but obviously it works. So by the magical power of Grand Taxi, we are back in Tetouan. Nice little outing. And looking up at the cannons, I think that's the museum where I was the other day. Just a street view of it. Well, we're going to head through this gate and then head back to the Riad. See those signs on the floor? That's a really good idea they've done. So depending on where you want to go within the Medina, just follow the signs on the floor. Pretty handy, isn't it? Clever idea. Lovely cool breeze blowing. Such a lovely little market. Very yeah, there's no hassle at all. Cool as, and plus with the floor patterns as well. So wherever you want to go in the Medina, you just follow the floor. Anyway, Romans, I think it's time to end this vlog. I've pretty much done everything I want to do in Tetouan and a day trip to Ceuta and stuff, so I think I'm just going to spend the rest of the time here just chilling and get ready for the next place, do some research, all that type of stuff. So from this beautiful city, the White Dove of Tetouan, I'm saying over and out. Noggins Rome's another day. And I'll catch you on the next one.